Welcome, everybody, to the Rufus and Tloe podcast. I'm your host, Randy, a.k.a. Rufus, and joining me once again is my co-host, Tloe. Hi, Tloe.
Hey, Randy.
How are you?
Did you hear me just clap?
Yeah, well, what, are you? Oh, thank you so much. Are you happy to see? Are you trying to get an
no,
audio check?
No, I did like an okay entrance and I leaned back and I was like, okay, never mind.
Okay, so finger guns and thumbs up don't really work in audio, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. You are.
I know. We're not on a Zoom call. You will never know.
Okay, perfect. I never have a topic, and I was about to talk about how I can't stop salivating, but let's go to Zoom calls. So we'll get back to the salivation in a minute. So if you remember initially, I think the idea in my head was we were going to do like a video. It would not work, right? Like, are you in agreement?
Oh no,
that
originally we were thinking about doing a Zoom call, correct?
Right. So we can just see when the other person was going to stop talking, or but I am a freak. I would be distracted by anything that moved. Like, let's say your fan's running in like the smallest piece of glitter. I only assume you have like glitter all over your house because.
Well, no. I hate glitter.
Oh, I knew there was a reason why I liked you. Okay, so.
No, can't stand glitter. Like, no, it shit sticks to everything. It's everywhere.
The only thing it doesn't stick to is what it originally was stuck to. Like, my opinion of glitter is that it just sticks to the second thing it's glued to, or not glued to, or attached to.
I think everybody hates glitter.
I mean,
they should. They should hate glitter. Fuck glitter.
Okay, so
I hate glitter.
We are taking a firm stand. Look, we've obviously decided to not talk politics or religion on this podcast, in either of our streams.
Oh, bless it.
Oh, I forgot. Lost my train already. So, anti-glitter. What was the original idea? Oh yeah, so Zoom call.
Yeah.
Okay. This is why we can't do video, because if I am looking at anything other than my voice wavelength going up and down on the camera,
oh my god, I watch it the whole time. Little spikes in the air. I just watch it the whole time.
Is it weird to know that wavelength, that beat, the way the things move up and down, like that is that is what your voice sounds like? I guess I never really understood how recordings worked.
I mean, I guess. I never thought about it like that. All right, back to Zoom call.
Okay, well, I think we covered it. I'm just glad we're not, like, in the nicest way possible, Tloe, I am glad I'm not looking at your face, because I would not know what topics to have in the conversation.
That's fine. I understand. I'm not offended. This is kind of like more interesting in a way, honestly.
It's theater of the mind. Sorry, I just swallowed a mouthful of alcohol right into the mic.
I know, it was like a little delay. Did I say something dumb? It's fine.
No, I was just drinking my drink. So here's something I want to talk about before we get on to. Okay, so we're anti-glitter, and there was the third thing. All right, this is I'm gone. So about 20 minutes before. I know you're not a doctor, but to anyone listening, has anyone ever salivated to the point in which you think there's a problem? Like, my mouth has been watering. Like, I ate dinner.
Oh, I was like, what do you mean by salivate? Like,
yes, like I am.
Like,
I am
like
drooling.
Save something for later. What's that called?
I don't know. But I did like how the little thing went across when I was doing that noise.
Isn't that salvating something? Saving something for later? You know?
I don't. I'm gonna blame it on the
I don't.
Alcohol.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's go back. It's your saliva. That's why it's salivating, right?
Yes, I am so worried that this is the point in which the people who like this decide they don't. So guys and gals and everyone in between, stay with us, and we'll be right back after this. No, I'm just kidding. So about 20 minutes ago, no, now it's like 23 minutes ago, according to the timer. You're like, hey, I'm going to make something that, maybe that's what it was. Maybe I'm a Pavlov's dog. Maybe that you said, I'm going to cook something for dinner quick. Yeah. And then for the next 15 or so minutes, my mouth has been watering to the point where right when you said, hey, I'm ready, and I said, yeah, me too, I wasn't. I'm a liar. I went downstairs. I went down. Listen, wait. I had to swallow this. Okay, again, first we go from vomit to. I am so sorry to anyone. Do not eat during this podcast. That is my truly. The one thing I can stress more than anything is I am so sorry. I went downstairs. I had 3 ideas. Mm-hmm. One, I got 3 slices of bread, and each slice of bread was going to be an idea. The first slice of bread I ate. Stay with me, my friend.
Keep talking.
I am now a person that you know, and I hope that when I am gone from this earth, and you'll probably be alive after I'm gone, you just tell people like, no, this person once just talked about how 3 slices of bread was his plan to stop salivating, and if you don't believe me, go back and listen to the audio. So
for sure.
So bread slice 1, I ate because I thought, well, I'm hungry, and it did not satiate the salivation, which is hard to say.
Okay, wait. Question: was it just plain bread?
Yeah. Well,
God,
I didn't.
Ew! Really, just plain bread?
It was actually whole wheat thins, like bread thins, which is probably the reason this didn't work. I wanted a very dry, cardboard-like substance because the first.
What? So substance number 1 was a dry piece of wheat thin bread.
Correct.
Well, that's
all 3 substances were that, but the initial idea was here. So I had 3 plans. Step 1, plan 1: eat this bread, stop salivating because you're hungry. That I did not actually wait long enough to know if that worked, but it didn't because I'm still drooling like a dog. So step 2, I shoved the bread in my mouth and hoped that it would absorb all the liquid.
Oh my God. Wait, so you didn't put anything on, like, I thought this was like a trial thing, like a little science experiment, like bread number 1 was plain, piece of bread number 2 has freaking peanut butter on it, and bread number 3 has freaking jelly. Like, I don't know, like some random thing on it. Like, were they all just like plain pieces of bread? You just ate them in different ways?
Yes. Look, if you were with me 26 minutes ago, I could have used a science partner. Hey, do you want to start a science podcast with me?
I might as well, because I'm like, what did you... Oh my God.
Wait, you wanted to
put a piece in your mouth and let it just soak.
I was so hoping you. Yeah. Oh yeah. It just got
so
sogged.
Gross.
I was so hoping the phone didn't ring. Like, I was hoping. I know you don't have my phone number, but I was really hoping you didn't just be like, "I'm ready," and I would have been like,
"Oh my God, I'm crying."
I didn't even tell you what I did with the 3rd piece of bread.
I don't want to know. Fuck the 3rd piece of bread. I don't want to know.
Okay, well, that's good because
my God,
I'm 2 drinks in, and I can't remember what I did with the 3rd piece of bread. I might have tried step 2 twice. That might have been the solution.
Oh my God. No, it's just because I mentioned foods and then your mouth started watering and then you thought, okay, let's just put some bread in it and it'll go away. But my mouth waters all the time. Like, I go through TikTok and I have a lot of food options on there, like restaurants in Houston that I should check out, or like recipes. And when I'm watching people cook or eat crazy food, my mouth starts watering and I'm like, oh my God, am I hungry? I didn't think that I was hungry, but like, now I am. And my mouth legit waters. It's crazy.
So, okay, then
it's like a thing.
It literally is the scientist Pavlov who taught a dog to drool when he rang a bell, and the reason he proved that there are triggers for hunger or for to be, so that's the reference. But I can't see, that's the thing is, you just said like, you would mouth would water and you would think like, well, am I hungry?
Yeah.
But you're the person doing the thinking. So it is crazy to me that you're like, hey, Tloe. Yeah, Tloe. Am I hungry? I must be because my mouth is watering, but you're you. How does that? Okay, I've just turned into Regis. Now I'm Regis Philbin.
Oh my god, that's exactly how the conversation goes for sure. Hey, Tloe. Yeah, Tloe.
So,
shit.
Okay, this being said, and I know you've heard these words before, you know what? I don't think I ate today. Maybe that was what it was. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Wah, wah. My bad. Well, the good news is I had 3 pieces of bread. Totally plain. So.
Okay.
But
so
there
good.
was another talking point I think we had. Well, anyway, how are you today? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. What did I do?
I know. This is about a week late on this recording.
Yeah, it is.
Which is perfectly fine.
I feel like, I don't know. I went out. I did shit all weekend, pretty much. And Sunday was my lazy day. Friday, I went to dinner, went to a bar, had a great time. It's my favorite bar down the street, 5 minutes from my house.
Is this the one with the sushi?
No, it's with the best wings.
That's right. The wings one. That would be
half-priced wings on Wednesday. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then you know what? That's going up against our recordings. Now, I'm hesitant to think that we might have to change our recording time and day because it's hard to compete with half-price wings. Yeah.
Yeah, so if I ever can't make it, like I'm either just like can't make it or like I'm eating wings.
When last week the day came and went, and honestly I wasn't feeling it either. I thought as soon as I'm falling asleep Wednesday night, going, well, I guess we'll be recording next Wednesday because honestly, here's the thing: this isn't, at least at this point in 6 episodes in, it's not lucrative enough for us to, like, we both have careers, jobs, and we both have lives, and I am glad, and I think the people that we probably know in our real life, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. Perfect. I can't believe I segued back into it, but I'm just talking to myself. Hey, Randy. Yeah, Randy. I'm so glad that we have found a way to kind of streamline the recording. Your streams are kind of like, I mean, they're long considering how it was starting off in the beginning, and I think that
they've definitely gotten longer. They've gone longer by like 2 hours. I do at least 5-hour streams now, 4 or 5.
That's crazy. Well, let me ask you this: do you do it? Do you do the streams longer because things kind of like, I'm not saying they don't go off without a hitch. Maybe in the beginning, it's really right now the only issue we seem to have is like you got crossplay. So some people are on Xbox, some people are on PC. So when you pick your initial squad, hey, look, we're back to video games. When you pick your 2 or 3 people you're going to have on, it seems like the hardest part is getting people to join in, and I know some people other than me kind of overthink it and think that, or at least think about it that, who's going to be the party host, because if it's you or me, versus the skill level of somebody else we play with, that affects how we're playing. See, to me, I would just turn it on and have 4 people jump into it. It's kind of all over the place for me. I have yet to learn how that really plays out, but I do think that from the time you get on, it starts up pretty quick. And
well, because like we were saying, because now I go later, which has been a lot better.
Absolutely.
I mean, it wasn't like on purpose. It wasn't like, let me stream later because more people are on or anything. It was just like, because I'm always late to my time. I think my time is set to 2:00 in the afternoon, and I never make 2:00. Like, I'm still doing things with my day, so I just get on, and it happens to be like, 4 or 5 p.m.?
5, 6 my time, so that would work.
Yeah. And I don't know, it just ends up working. And the last 2 weeks have been really good. And I've had a lot more people, and everybody's saying that they're having more fun just watching my stream. And it's really positive and a good place to be. So I hopefully, and I would love to keep it that way.
So I'm so scared because we are kind of flighty, and I already forgot my talking point from a few minutes ago. But no one listens to this not knowing that that's going to happen, or knowing, believing that we're going to keep our focus. So on that beat, like, I think what happened is the later time gives everybody a chance, because it's an older group. It's not, you didn't know who you'd be streaming for in the first couple of weeks. Was it going to be kids in school or people? And I think that you're pushing, like, I mean, forget the people who follow. It's just the people who show up every week, and is kind of the same people each time. It gives everybody a chance to get home, settle in. I mean, for me especially, I need that first hour when I come home to spend some time with my son, grab something to eat, at least have 45 minutes pass before I crack open a beer or have a drink and just and get comfortable. But it's that's what I wanted to say too, was I truly believe that the schedule on Twitch is pointless. I rarely look at it. I only look at my own. I look at my own and think, well, I'm not abiding by that. But I have never followed anybody and looked at their schedule. I just get the notifications that who's on and when they're on.
Yeah, people do. I don't know if they even look at mine, because I'll have people all the time, even in my stream when I'm live, they're like, when are you streaming next? And I'm thinking, like, we'll go check my schedule. But then I'm like, I never use that time anyway. So I'm like, Thursday at like 4 or 5 p.m. Central Time. So I don't even know if I should change it, because I'm just like, I mean, I can change it, but I don't know who actually looks at it.
Yeah, I think if when I get my, I did get notification today that my fully built from scratch Frankenstein computer from a professional company, not the company I've been buying.
Your shit blew up again.
Yes.
Or no, it didn't blow up, but
no. PC number 2 decided to stop working, and it wouldn't tell me why. So I'm, I kept my cool the last time, even though it overheated. So this time I was sitting watching my son play Destiny 2, I think. And I'm sitting on the couch and I'm dozing off, and he's always, tapping me and saying, like, hey, watch me play. And I'm like, I will. And then I looked at the screen, because I had a screensaver on. I now have dual monitors. I was so proud of this. I was just thinking, I'm so proud of this setup. And I'm sorry if this conversation already happened on the podcast, but I don't think it did. That it stopped working, and I spent about 10 minutes going, okay, I think I know what's wrong with it. It's not booting up. I can figure this out. And my wife's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And then this wave of knowledge washed over me, and I just unhooked all the wires. And I said, you know what? I am not fixing this, even if I can. I don't care. I went online and found the best company that, like, I got the lowest end computer from the best, like, build it from scratch computer company that I could. And even talking to our friend Fizz, who, he said, hey, in the long run, it may take a couple, 2-3 weeks or something like that, but you're going to get it better. Oh my God,
you name dropped him again? Damn.
I almost said our buddy who does not. I'm so sorry, man. You're in our world. You're in our life. Today's podcast has been brought to you by, look, you're the only person I know and who knows more than, I mean, you know more than we do, so you're our reference point. I'm so sorry. You could just skip this part. I'll put it in the notes at the end. By the way, I never put anything in the notes, so every time I say that in the podcast, please don't hold me accountable for that. I just move on from that. I forget what I'm talking about as I go. So the whole point is the computer was mailed. I got the email today. The computer is in the mail. So sooner than later, we will be able to, yes, we can go back to Mr. and Mrs. Dummy doing our horror game
Oh my God, I love it. I did only attend 1 out of 2, but
that's okay.
I will
50%.
be there for the 3rd one. Yeah.
It's a good.
I forgot what I was doing, but I was probably drunk somewhere. So yeah, that's great.
Well, here's the thing. Except for that game, which has a consecutive storyline. I think the theme of this podcast is you cannot plan to have things work or be successful, and you cannot say like, well, I'm going to stream it. You kind of have to go where the road takes you. So in 6 episodes into this and a few weeks into our streams or my lack thereof, I think that I may not know what I want to accomplish, but I know what doesn't work, and I know that like we can eliminate these things, like I said. And part of my notes I have here that I wanted to talk about was to the positive and the negative of social media. I'm when I first created this podcast and asked you to do it, I told you like we have Instagram, we have TikTok, we have Twitter, we have and over the last we had everything, and we still do. I still own, for lack of a better word, I still have Rufus and Tloe locked in, because God help me if there's 2 other people who wanted to do something with their lives, and I'll be able to sell them their Twitter account. But you know, some things are working for us and some things aren't. And I think that at this point, a couple weeks in, it's like, well, I don't want to devote all this time to, like, let's say Twitter. I never use Twitter a lot, and I don't feel that there's no way to grow my Twitter account without doing the follow for follow thing and trying to seek people out. So Twitter at this point, basically, in my mind, I put the term, put it on mothballs until the name is something that people would recognize or anything like that. It's definitely going to be something I remove, as well as the TikTok, because it's other than, my idea was to take like the funniest 13 seconds of our podcast, put up a pic, put it up there, and then like add like the text so it shows up and kind of like you can hear us laughing. Yeah,
like clip it.
Yes, clip it and then like yes.
Oh, okay.
Problem is it took me, I don't know, 2 hours to get the text to work. Like I am so bad at I couldn't. I'm sure there's a better way to do it, but I downloaded this program in which you slowly play the audio, and then you kind of type in a word, and then it's kind of like an overlay. So you put all these little overlays, and that's how the words pop up. I could see the beats, ha ha ha, and I was trying to do it while we were both talking. Yeah, so that's not happening. So TikTok's dead to me.
Okay. At
least when it comes to, I still spend way too much time per day watching funny, weird people do dances, but I don't think it's going to be beneficial to us. But Tloe, my friend, I am here to announce that although it's audio only, we have officially moved this podcast to YouTube as well. So,
really?
Yeah, so I was able to take the MP3 of the audio, convert it to MP4, which is video, and just put our logo, our Rufus and Tloe, we came to play logo on it, and it has like 10 views of the, it's just, you can, other podcasts do it, you just click on it and you can, so I'm gonna link it on the website, and it just gives another, I don't know, I don't know,
just another way to listen,
kind of, because yeah I guess I never realized it, but like, some people use Apple Podcasts, some people use, for every person who uses one program, somebody else uses another one, and you watch streamers who do Twitch and who do YouTube, and I know that if you're a partner or higher, you got to be exclusive. But like for somebody like you or me, like you're affiliate, so technically you just couldn't do it at the same time, but you could stream on YouTube and stream on Twitch, just they'd have to be independent of each other. So there's reasons to post an audio file. Just it's another way to to have comments. I think it's more interesting. So now I'm sitting here thinking like, what is the point of it? But 10 people for some reason decided to watch it on YouTube and not listen to it on Apple or Stitcher Premium. So
wow, okay.
So as we talk about each time, like there seems to be a continuing interest in this. So that being said, my friend, I would like to officially announce, at least on my behalf, and then I'm going to turn the floor over to you, and you can give me some updates and interesting. But I've officially created 2 new podcasts.
Yes, you're obsessed with podcasts.
I'm going to find a way to make a network. So after we were doing well with this, I just finished my interview on Saturday with Dave from the freaking Hambone podcast. I believe it's Freaking Hambone. I will link it. Jesus,
okay.
I'm lying. Well, it's not going to be, he had like 10 or 12 interviews when I spoke to him, like kind of the pre-interview. He had found me, he had found me through a mailing list. So, it may be a few weeks, if not longer, before it comes out, but I'll definitely, put his podcast in my Discord and find a way.
That's so cool.
So he's interviewed pro wrestlers, guys in the WWE. In fact, a few wrestlers from my day, Hurricane Helms and Al Snow, they both have podcasts on his network. There's a few other guys. I think one of the Road Warriors, who was pretty popular, has. It's just it's a new thing for guys who are past their wrestling days and just wanting to discuss it. It's a very popular. It's still very popular nowadays. So I haven't followed it in a while, but the initial interview was supposed to be about wrestling, and 2 minutes in, I jumped off the train, ran away with it with basically a panic attack and anxiety, and he kind of has the same kind of issues. We're both we hit all the same beats. We have the same kind of like stay home, reset. He has cats.
That's
I have
so
cats.
cool.
Like it was over an hour. It was super cool. I mean, the guy was super great to talk to, and it just made me think. I referenced the term that I've used in my past, which was the invisible broken leg. Just a way to say that, like, when you have, I'm not trying to get serious, but when you have anxiety or panic attacks, these are in your head. There is no x-ray that can show you that they're tangible illnesses or things like that. But they're as real as a broken leg. So one of my podcasts that I just started, I think I just created the intro music too, and I have like a 20-minute episode just teaching. Jesus, I'm not a teacher. Explaining why I'm talking into a microphone again. So it's the it's the Invisible Broken Leg podcast, and then so that'll deal with I even did a little disclaimer saying that I'm not a doctor and I'm going to find levity in the panic attack and anxiety world, but there's people out there who haven't reached the point in their life that I've reached, meaning my age, and maybe they don't know that it'll get better, so it can. So
I've never heard that term before, but I love it. It makes so much sense. The invisible broken leg.
Yeah, it's something I invent. I truly take 100% credit for. I don't think it's the most ingenious terminology, but when I spent and I talked about it in my little opening, I spent like a long time just trying to get the support around me. I don't need people to understand what's wrong. I just need people to understand that it's real. So it's you can't x-ray it, it can't be tested for it, but it's as real as anything else. So that'll be something I hope to have guests on who suffer from panic attacks and anxiety, but if not, it'll be another little therapy session. I can just talk about, some a little bit more serious topics. But that being said, my other podcast is Stream a Little Stream, which will be me interviewing Twitch and YouTube streamers who are either just starting out or maybe have been doing it a while and just haven't reached the kind of fan base that they want to hit yet, and asking them why they do it, how they start it, and then promote them, and it'll be kind of a thing. Baby Noah was the first person. He's going to be my first
cool
interview. I asked him to do it today.
That's so cool.
I know.
Oh my god, how exciting! I'm gonna love to listen to that. Wait, so are you just gonna like go and like reach out to these streamers and see if they're willing to talk to you?
This one will take a little bit of, it's kind of a slow cooker. Like, I don't plan on doing them week to week. I plan on finding at least 10 to 15 people who agree to do them. And so the first maybe 20 to 30 episodes would be, once I have enough people lined up, I'm going to do an interview with each one and make sure I have them all banked before I start releasing them. And then hopefully 6 months later, they would all be willing to come back and say, hey, it worked out, or hey, I now am a librarian because I gave that up because it was fucking bullshit.
Librarian.
So
okay, just not a streamer anymore because that did not work.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's one of those, starting a docuseries when you don't know where it's going to end up. So these are that one, the first one, the Invisible Broken Leg will just be me talking or other people talking. That could be something I could do 25 to 30 minutes just to, hey guys, everybody just, keep your head up. I'm having a rough week. You're having a rough week. Don't worry about it. And the other one's kind of going to be like a 3-piece of bread experiment in which I think it through a little bit better and I say, hey, what game do you stream? What games work? I'm curious. Maybe I'll learn something. Maybe you'll learn something too.
Maybe. I'm always open. I'm excited for these. I think these are a really great idea. I think you're really getting somewhere good with these things.
I am as confident in these as I am of this, which is somewhat, and I guess we'll find out. We're gonna
okay.
Going forward, we're gonna find out. But the main topics are I have intro music and I have a picture, and it already exists, and I've already gotten the copyrights to all. Like I don't actually do anything before I get everything locked into place. So I am a nutcase. I spent 2 days making sure I have I even have the initials. What is it? TIBL. So TIBL. I got that, which will probably be the broken or the invisible broken leg. TIBL. I need to learn to say it real fast because that'll be those will be the initial letters for it. And no, I'm an absolute obsessive compulsive when it comes to running with running with the ball, which is funny because I'm not the tallest person in the world, so running has never been a. Oh, you know what? Remember how in your stream at one point, or it might have even been in Discord, we were just like, "Hey, everyone, say your ages," and we did that.
Oh no, that was my stream on Thursday. Yeah.
I am okay. So I want to do the next. If you stream tomorrow, I want to do what's everybody's height because. I am as old as everyone. I am older than everyone as much as I am shorter than everyone.
No way. You're short?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, can you tell me or do you want to tell me in stream tomorrow?
Well, you'll be the only one who knows because it won't be released by then. I am 5'7".
Oh, okay. Shut up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're as tall as me. Oh my god! No
yes,
way.
ma'am. Yeah, I'm a dink. Fizz. Okay, let's play. How tall do we think everyone else is?
Fizz is short too. Poor guy. Oh my god, he's gonna hear me say that.
How do you know?
He told me his height.
Why is everyone? But why would anybody tell you their? Why am I doing it? Why is that a thing guys do?
Did I just call someone out? Shit.
No. It's fine. We're gonna find out tomorrow.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say it. Well, I'll find out tomorrow.
Well, you didn't.
He's taller than you. He's taller than you, though.
Yeah.
He's taller than you.
Well, wait a minute. Now I'm insulted. I'm not insulted because my height is something I cannot change. My intelligence or my
yes.
But
true.
He looked okay. So when he turned on his Discord for like 10 seconds with a hoodie on
his camera?
in the dark. Yeah.
Oh my god, it is fucking hoodie. Why are we still talking about this? Why are we always talking about him?
Because I thought he was like 6'6". He looked like he was a tall basketball player.
Aw, cute.
Anyway, so, okay, well, in case anybody hasn't seen it yet, the official Tloe, rufusandtloe.com website has, on the main page, your photo, my photo. They are at the same height. It looks like you're playing a piano and I'm on a balcony in the ocean. And the fact that we're both 5'7" is perfect.
Yes. I was actually sitting at a dining room table, but a piano is fine. That works. It
looks like you are in like a mansion about to do a recital.
Oh, so that photo is from my old job when I first moved to Houston. I was in interior design and I helped stage homes, like $1 million homes. God. I didn't tell you this. You don't know this? Fun fact.
No. We know very little about you. I don't shut up.
Okay, well, so I would stage multi-million-dollar homes. My boss was a millionaire. She has a home. Her and her husband have a home right next to Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago in Florida.
Oh, wow. Oh, smart.
And they'd fly, like, private jets to and from Florida all the time. So all she had was really rich clients, and that's all we did was just rich people's homes. And I would show up in my little rinky-dink car. I'd literally park down the street because I was like, shit, these people are like in their Range Rovers, their Mercedes. And oh god, it was insane. I would see the most insane homes. Like it was amazing. I did it for a year and I learned so much. I don't regret it, but like that it was an awful job. I hated it, but it was really cool what I got to see. But yeah, so that photo was taken in my boss's house. That was her home.
Oh my god.
We did like a photo shoot for our website.
That's amazing. So you've been a part of like 2 websites now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm actually still on the website, and it's been like a little over a year. It's been almost 2 years now. I'm still on the website.
This I can guarantee you that their website isn't a free website by Wix, Wix.com. If anybody wants a free website and you
I set up the website. It is not free for sure.
Please go to Wix.com and tell them Rufus sent you. And then when they ask who you are and who that is, just leave. So don't do that. Run away like I did with an idea. Run as fast as your tiny little legs. You know what stunk as a kid? Because I was little all the time. I was not like I was taller at one point. When I was little,
I was gonna say, did you ever hit a growth spurt or no?
No, ma'am. I've been a dinks my whole life. So,
oh damn.
And I was into like Dragonlance and Dungeons and Dragons, and I didn't know how to talk to people before I got confidence. So I was a lonely child.
Oh no.
Oh, get the violins out, everybody. Nope. Look at me now. Yeah. Suck it, everybody. Kiss my ass.
Oh my god. You're
everyone else my age
now.
Everyone else my age who I know who went to high school with me are grandparents. I'm not joking.
Really?
Yeah. So of the let's I don't know about the men, but I'd say a graduating class of 42. So there was roughly 20 girls. Most of them had children right out of high school, and most of them have children who are now old enough to have children. Hence, they're all grandparents. And that is funny to me because I am a child. So, where was I going with that? I don't remember, but that's okay. We don't need to finish up our thoughts. No one needs to know these things. Oh yeah.
That's okay.
My height. So when
5'7".
I was a kid, yes. Oh, jeez. It was 5'8", but I lied, and that's because I used to wear like lifts in my shoes before I cared that it didn't. Before I thought, who gives a shit, and what's an inch? Honestly, it's not that big of a deal. At least that's what I tell myself now. So
yeah.
But when we would play like Dungeons and Dragons or those type of games, everyone's like, haha, you got to be the dwarf. I'm like, I don't want to be the dwarf. I want to be like an elf or a barbarian. And everyone would be like, ha ha ha. Nope. So, I learned early on that I had to play the role. Play the hand I'm dealt. So, it is what it is. On the radio, I'm 7'2". But I am 7'2".
Wow. I dated someone who was shorter than me once.
Oh, yeah?
That was interesting.
How'd that go? I mean, I'll be honest with you. 5'7"'s, I think, tall for a girl, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Got some long fucking legs. These bitches
there you
are
go.
long. I'm all legs, basically.
You're all...
I'm extremely unproportionate. I have really long legs and a short torso, so that's cool.
Well,
it's fine.
To verify that statement is true. Oh my God, we missed our break like 20 minutes ago. To verify, there's no commercial this episode, everybody.
Oh my God, I just took my last shot. I just had to get a little pep in my step. So.
Oh no!
Cheers, everyone.
Our ad break. We missed.
Because you didn't give me a break.
You work for a break, young lady.
Yeah.
I have to pee. So no, I'm like I realized A, that it says 41, and B, I have to pee real bad. So I'm like, of course 20 minutes have passed. I can't go that long without. So what were we talking about? I don't remember.
I dated a short guy, 5'7". I'm all legs, short torso.
Gotcha. So I would say that I didn't know you were that tall based on your stream, but I don't think webcams do anything.
They don't do shit. I'm literally sitting down. Like, how would you know?
Yeah, you can't tell. You can't.
How would you know?
It just. I could extrapolate. How many slices of bread are you?
Oh my god.
Everything is slices of bread from now on.
2.5 out of 3. Oh.
No, that's a rating. Do you remember the first episode? Oh. The first question I said was on a scale of 1 to the best. How do you rate our Warzone skills? And you said, "Oh, definitely a 1."
Hey, no, we've gotten way better. Okay.
I used to.
You're fucking sniping now, aren't you? You snipe shit now.
Yeah, I'm not.
Or you try.
I am okay, and that is all I'd ever wanted to be.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable in knowing how the game works.
Good.
And
That's
no,
awesome.
It's so much fun. I enjoy. I wouldn't miss playing with you guys for the world. That being said, I will not be available to play tomorrow.
Seriously?
I'm not 100% sure. My wife is once a month she does these town council meetings because she's on the committee.
Oh shit!
There's like 30 people. She is. It's crazy. She wants to like beautify the town we live in, which is great.
Wow, that's awesome. I fucking love her. I don't even know her, and I love her. She's just so fucking cool.
I can only say this. She says the same about you. She says the same about everybody. She just from the positive feedback and just seeing how I react to hearing me laugh again. I can't hit that beat enough that she's like, it's probably been 10 years since I found something that I used to just sit around and wait for something interesting to happen, or I would, you know, my big thing was I like to take things apart. I like to Google like how things work. I am I don't know a lot about technology, but I want to. I want to. At this point in my life, I still want to absorb as much, like a piece of bread. I want to absorb as much saliva as I can.
Let's just always bring it back to
like a sponge. I am so sorry. It's so disgusting. But
no, I love that. I mean, obviously, because you guys are married, you're in love, and like this is what people in love do. But like how she loves so much that seeing you happy and seeing you laugh so much and like knowing you're happy, she loves that. And just by your guys' stream, that one time that I was there, out of 2 times, 50%, you guys seem just like best friends and so funny and so cool together. Just like, I don't know, 2 peas in a pod, like inseparable best friends in love. I loved it. Like watching you guys, I was like, oh my God, they're amazing.
Well, thank you. I think what I originally when we first started dating and people started seeing us together, I think that in the beginning there was sort of a view of like, well, I mean, you know, maybe they're better off just as friends because it's, you know, it's not a, you know, he said, she said, mad, you know, head over heels, like can't bear to be without each other for 5 seconds. But from the beginning, I told her the best compliment I ever gave her was I go, instead of, I used to think I wanted a damsel to save from the dragon. And when I got older, I realized I just want the damsel to put on a helmet, grab a sword and fight. I just want to be on the same page as someone fighting the same fight and going through the same battles because I don't want to have to, you know, take care of someone and, you know, I tease her all the time that, you know, she couldn't figure herself out of a paper bag if she knew where the opening was. But all joking aside, I think that, you know, Jake's the proof that if you're both on the same, we don't agree on everything. Nobody does, but we're 10 years into knowing each other. And, you know, every once in a while I will tell you, she doesn't laugh very much at some of the stupid things I said, but one of the first things this is a great memory and it's one of her favorites. So we used to do puzzles when we first met. So I invited her over to my house to hang out. because I'm a weirdo, and we were sitting and talking and talking about how we liked video games, and I'm like, we should get one of those like things that because I had cats even at the time, and she was like, oh, I never had a cat before. I don't know if she was a dog person before I met her, and so we had this rollout mat where you would do puzzles on, and she used to leave my house at like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. I only lived a mile away, but the one time I said, I'm like, you should, I'm like, stay over and we'll go for breakfast. I mean, this is how innocent of a relationship it was. And, we were laughing and joking. And after hearing for however long that I didn't want a friend and I didn't, she's like, what are you looking for? Some like, what do you want out of life? Again, a relationship. And I'm like, I just want somebody to take care of my horses. And she goes, what? I go, I just want a stable girl. And I don't know if that, that's how the joke hit to her.
Oh my God.
I had never told the joke before. It just organically happened in my head, and she laughed harder than she has not laughed that hard since. But it
took me a second to like register like horse.
Yeah, a stable girl. Like, but that is the absolute 6 foot deep concrete foundation that this entire like. My son will someday be something great because I cracked a joke one night, and that was the beginning of like the forever relationship that we have. So it's pretty awesome.
He's gonna like have a girlfriend one day, or when he finds like the one, and then say that he wants to be like you guys because you guys have an awesome relationship just from what it seems like. To be able to like play around and joke around with your significant other, your wife, whatever, and like, I don't know, like, to find joy in like just messing around with each other like that, like I think that's awesome. I think it's a really great quality to have in your relationship.
When I was younger, I always thought that from TV shows and movies that relationships, no matter what relationship you had, like a teenage son is always just like, oh God, mom and dad, whatever. Like, but I think that those are written by people who had traumatic life. Like, I don't think that that's true. I think that good-spirited people, the child doesn't always want to be the opposite of what their parents are. I think they want to be better than their parents, and that means that their parents weren't the greatest people, and that parents have trouble accepting that, so they kind of be like, oh yeah, my kid's always rebelling against me. Maybe you're just not the best, and maybe you can, like, if you don't know that you have room to grow, then you'll never be better at it. Like I hang my hat on the fact that every day I think like I could do better, at least when it comes to him and being a friend and to reel this whole thing back into. This is really funny because the last episode we recorded, the one thing I said we would talk about in the next episode was the kind of people we are, the kind of people I meet in the world, kind of Fred Rogers-y.
Yeah. At the end of the last episode, you asked me like what kind of person I am, right? Is that what you're going into? Exactly.
The past, present. Okay. In the notes I put past, present, or now. Yeah. But that's not what I meant. I meant past, present, or future. So are you... I mean, I could pick up... It's funny. I kind of know facts about you, and I know kind of how your personality goes, but... I do the most of the dominant talking, so I like to ask obscure questions to kind of get an idea. And... like, are you someone who, like, when you're falling asleep at night, are you planning for tomorrow? Are you thinking about, like, how your day was? Or do you just relive, like, good times, bad times? Do you dwell on stuff from your past? Like, or is it a little bit of everything?
I mean, it's kind of a little bit of everything. I feel like I used to dwell a lot on the past. I've worked a lot on not dwelling on the past because I didn't like the way that it was making me feel. I felt like, not like guilty, but like I was dwelling too much. And so, like, if you're specifically talking about when I go to bed at night, what I'm thinking about the next day. Okay. Like, I'm thinking about how to be productive. I mean, obviously I have lazy days, but like what needs to be done? What can I do to be better? But it's also hard to think so far in the future. I mean, I love a good in the moment. I love to like have fun and live for right now. Cause I mean, the world is so crazy. I'm just kind of like, let's just do right now. Mm-hmm. But when it comes down to it, I would like to have, like some kind of plan for the future. Like as far as my career goes, like,
right.
Specifically with that, that's what I think about in the future.
And
if that makes sense.
I think absolutely. My question was more just about like, you know, concept, not work or memories or, you know, I have to take the garbage out on Thursday. Oh shit, I have to take the garbage out.
Well, no, not garbage wise, like long term wise, like career, financially, like where I want to be kind of thing.
But I think that if you were to, if this question came up in stream, I mean, it's fun in game. I'm and we're gonna wrap it up in a couple minutes. But I do want to talk about the fact that when we stream, there are 3 levels of the stream. When you stream, I'm sorry, there's because I enjoy being in your stream as a contestant. Jesus Christ,
contestant. Fuck.
Oh my God, I am drunk and tired. It's more fun to play on a squad that you're leading and not be in charge, because streaming is hard. To anyone who doesn't realize that, I mean, yes, you're lucky to have people kind of keep the chat going, but you still are aware of what's going on. It is difficult.
I mean, I try, but like reading the chat while playing the game is hard. Like, especially because I drink every time, and not even just because of that, but it's just hard. Like, I want to make sure that it's like doing my best to comment on what everybody's saying, like each person what they're saying, and it's hard to do that while still playing a game. So anybody who does that and like they do an excellent job, props to them, because it is not the easiest task at hand. So,
well, I think when you have more than 5 people chatting, it's not about keeping up with, because inside jokes come and go so fast. You're looking down and you're like, I have no idea what we're all talking about. But I don't think more than 10 or 15 minutes will pass when you'll just be like, hey, what's everybody, you know, what's going on, whatever. Like you just, I think what you're noticing is that when the chat slows down and you're not seeing a bunch of things come through, you want to make sure that, you know, and we like to tease and that's when I'll throw in a nonsensical question like, hey, what do I like more, bananas or, you know, apples? But
thankfully, like the chat, I mean, at this point now, everybody kind of has their own conversation. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
But before that, I was kind of like, oh God, I can't like read and play. But now you're right, it has gotten a lot better. Everybody kind of just talks to each other, which is really cool.
And what I wanted to say was, I think the majority of the main, I'd say there's like a main 10 or 15 right now who are, you know, I don't know well. There's probably 5 I know well, but the other 10, you kind of see them each time and say what's up and you say hello to them. I think that the personality of someone who's going to come to the stream and chat with you and play and enjoy it, they are all live in the now kind of people, because to the few people I have talked to who have questioned the podcast or streaming or the you know, the online nature of it, or, you know, what is it really, why would anybody want to do that? They're not asking in a negative way. They're asking in a, how does this work? I think that they are either people who, for lack of a better term, are just, you know, trying to hang on to, they're either trying to relive their past, or that they're too focused on, you know, getting to the next thing. I mean, we've met streamers who, instead of trying to get 20 people to follow them, they want to hit the 1,000 mark. Yeah. And they're not happy with the fact that they don't even have 3. And one thing you can't not get through to them is that the desire to actively seek out people to watch you is the first reason why a lot of people just choose to turn that off. I think that there is it's obvious to anyone who's watching a stream for a few seconds, you know, is this person enjoying it? And it's not about being the best out there, obviously.
Oh my God, obviously.
It's just it's just about making it enjoyable. So
yeah, and just run around in this fucking field and shoot at something.
It's one of the silliest things. Yeah, let's and I'm going to save the ocean story for next time because I already had the name of this I had the name of this episode lined up. I'm going to tell you the story of.
Tell me, does it have something to do with bread?
It doesn't have anything to do with bread. So, but this episode will be called something to do with bread. Well, it won't be called. Okay, now it's going to be called something to do with bread. Shit. All right. So this episode, but the next one I'm going to call. I think I already have it lined up as. I'm not going to give away the title, but I'm going to tell the story, the magical story of how the ocean stole from me and then gave back to me.
Oh, geez. Okay.
It's a great story, but we're at an hour right now, and I don't want to hit that because there's no reason to. That's going to be a long one.
No, yeah, people have lives, so this is good.
Look, I will give everybody credit. Most people, I think last week on Wednesday, by Thursday during your stream, they're like, "Hey, when's the episode coming out?" We're like, we didn't even record it yet. So, we cannot express how much we appreciate the fact that people want to hear this. I think this was a good one. I think this was fun and funny.
I think it was good. I think it was a little mix of like everything. Like we're kind of a mess, laughing hysterically. It was funny, but at the same time still talked about like real topics. Kind of.
Yeah. Right? We learned a lot. We learned a lot about you today, Tloe, and I can't as always, I can't thank you enough, but
I mean, yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so to go full circle, forget how good we are at Call of Duty. On a scale of 1 to amazing, how would you rate our podcasting skills? Now, mind you, we started this by asking me, how do we do this again? But that...
Yeah. Because it had been like a week and I'd already had like a couple shots of tequila, okay? So I was like on my computer and I stared at it. I stared at my monitor and I was like... Wait, what do I do again? How do I do this?
You have no idea how funny it is that when I start, it takes me 20 minutes to remember what to tell you. And then I'm like, obviously, it's open Audacity and talk to me through Discord.
Yeah, I was like, shit, Randy's going to hate me.
Never. No, I am trying to remember from last week as I go.
Okay.
So don't ever
Thank
think
God.
that.
Okay. Because I was like, shit, it's been a week. Okay. Yeah. It was good.
But you're comfortable level, like let's go. How would you? What do you think we're at?
I don't
right
know,
now?
like the whole like 1 to amazing. Can we go like 1 out of 10? It's kind of like better for me.
Let's go 1 out of 10 on just.
I'd say like a solid like 7.
Oh my God, that's amazing!
Yeah.
Oh my God, I feel so good about myself now. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I've
you're
been
doing
validated.
an amazing job.
I am not fishing for compliments, but I'm glad.
Run away, fucking train! Hell yeah!
Oh my goodness! All right, well,
I can't believe you're 5'7". That's my height, Randy. That's crazy.
Well, I'd like to thank everybody for listening to the final episode of the Rufus and Tloe podcast. Next week, the beginning of the Rufus and Lauren podcast. My wife will be forced to do this with me, whether she likes it or not.
Joking.
No. Absolutely. I will do this until one of us can't do it anymore. I cannot express enough how much I enjoy this. So
I'm glad we're both getting so much enjoyment out of it. I think it's really fun.
Yes.
I think it's really cool that everybody is so supportive of it and making commands in our chat for our podcast and excited to listen to it every week. I think that's awesome.
We're reviewing this one while we're still recording it. I give it a thumbs up. So, I'm going to cut you loose. Coming to a close. Absolutely. Yeah. So Bermuda story next week. I like the fact that we prepped a little bit more than usual. I'm going to finish off my drink, but and I'm not going to put you on the spot from now on. I'm going to apologize to my to our ads that we didn't have a break this episode. We'll try to get one in next time. But if you want to, if you want to take the pennies that you're going to offer us per listen back, I can't stop you. But that being said, for anybody who wants to start their own podcast, please go to anchor.fm. You probably already heard this commercial at the beginning, but we did miss the one in the center. So, on behalf of my friend Tloe, I am Rufus, and I just wanted to say thanks for listening. And as always, be good, be safe, and have fun.